It's a sad phenomenon inherent in South Africa. Thousands of young men incarcerated in prisons for crimes committed and now beholden to gang activity. However, the 18 Gangster Museum aims to fill a much-needed void to try and educate the youth before they end up in that system.
We try and talk about the history of gangs and how it impacts society and try and extrapolate from that and see how can it take us to the future if no one does anything about it and the state that we find ourselves in currently. And also within that, we try and also, because we deal with, sometimes we have kids in the museum in many instances, so we also try to teach them about the choices that they take.
The Gangster Museum is an interactive experience which is housed in a shipping container, which is mobile enough to be moved to different communities plagued by violence and gang activity. Tourists play a big part in the sustainability of the museum as well.
One-for-one model, which is one tourist come to the museum, it actually subsidizes one child to come to the museum. So it actually to keep that sustainable, also for us not depend too much on funding, on sponsors.
It is the staff who have actually lived through the experience of gangsterism that play the key role here though. For many former inmates, second chances in life are far and few between. But that's exactly what the Gangster Museum has given to some.
Coming out from prison and come and work at this museum has helped me a lot, because it's also a part of healing for me, because I now have to share my experience of the bad things that were happening inside the prisoner, just to make them to be an awareness to the young generation that we work with us at the museum.
So it's a museum with an important message within the South African context. And for now, it does seem that many are eager to listen. That's Andrew, CGTN, Cape Town.